What's up, guys? Greg here, and in this video, I'm going to introduce a somewhat new resource called eatthismuch.com. I made a video on this website maybe a year or two ago, and they just updated their website, so I wanted to make sort of a new video about this, maybe for some of you that didn't watch that original video, so my newer clients. So Eat This Much is a website that generates automatic meal plans for free, and it's a pretty cool tool. I know some of my clients, and just this morning I received an email from a client asking for sort of a new sample meal plan because they were kind of having a hard time hitting their new numbers. People do receive a starting meal plan with me, but it's really kind of to get you started. It's very basic, very general foods, so you kind of can see how much of each macro you need to each meal, and so forth to stay on track. But this will give you more elaborate recipes. You want to get a little bit fancier with your intake. You don't have to use by any means, but if you are getting a little bit stale with your current macros, this is a very cool resource. Okay, so the website is called eatthismuch.com. It's 100% free. There is a premium feature in here, as you'll see on the left side of my screen, but I haven't played around with that, so I'm not really sure all what that entails. If you want to do that and you have some thoughts about it, feel free to comment or let me know what you think, okay? So obviously I've started with this already, so you'll look a little bit different if you have no data in here. But the first thing you'll want to do if you want to use this to build some meal plans for you is come over here to targets, okay? You see my targets are in here, but I'll just click on this, edit my profile. And what you'll do, you'll type in your rough calorie number, and then you'll set up your macronutrient ranges for wherever you are, right? I would have these pretty broad. If you're a client of mine, your ranges probably aren't this big, but I would set them a little bit bigger than your actual macronutrient ranges. That way you get a bigger variety of foods in your sample meal plan. Okay, so let's say if your anchor carbs like 350, and then this is probably for fat 75 and 185 protein. Set your targets within here, and then just go to save changes. Very simple, okay? Then what you'll pay attention to is over here on this left side is the actual total macronutrients, calories, all of that stuff that this meal plan yields, right? So you see this is actually a little bit low on my carbs, higher end of my fat, higher end of my protein, okay? So all you'll do, enter this stuff in. This is obviously Thursday for me, and this little refresh button you see here will regenerate an entire new day of foods. Okay, so I'll click regenerate. We'll take a few seconds. And bam. So before we go into all these foods they listed for me, the yield for the day is 356. So spot in the middle, 81, high end of my fat, a little bit low on my protein. Okay, but all within my macro ranges, which is very cool. So you see here, oatmeal, banana protein shake, cinnamon apple bites, non-fat yogurt for breakfast. As you hover over each one, it gives you the recipe. I can't move my cursor. The recipe, also the macronutrients for that meal. So you see here 17 fat, 48 carb, 54 protein. Very high protein. That's a pretty damn good breakfast shake for me. So has the exact sort of recipe in there. And again, going down here for all of the individual things they have listed. Cajun coconut shrimp, some s'mores, tuna, rice, chickpea sandwich, carrots. Okay. So the other cool thing is you obviously can regenerate an entire day, but let's say if I was using this actually sounds pretty good here. I could do Cajun coconut shrimp if I wanted to cook. But let's say this snack I'm not very keen on. So this chickpea sandwich, I look at this and that's a lot of work and I don't want to do all that. I don't like chickpeas. So I can just regenerate this snack by clicking this button. So that would take out the carrots too, or regenerate just one of these. So let's actually get a whole new snack in here. And let's look at our macros again here, 81, 356, 172. So regenerate a new snack. And now we see roasted beef, arugula, celery, and hummus, okay? So now we go in here. Macros didn't really change that much at all. I think the carbs dropped a little bit and a little bit more protein. So maybe like, okay, cool. That's the snack that I want for this meal. and we go with that. Okay, so again, you can change the entire day here, or if you just have one particular, if you see this the day, like, oh, I like 3 of these 4 things, I can go in and just change one thing, right? So again, same thing for breakfast. Let's say I like that I had these 2 things, don't like the non-fat yogurt, refresh that, and then now toast is in. Cool, I like toast. Macro is pretty much the same. Okay, so this is a really good resource for people if you do get stale on eating the same thing all the time and you're a little bit, just burnt out on that. So again, going through this again, click over here, regenerate whole new day. And again, you see this is pretty much the same macros, but totally different food. So now we have some fries for breakfast, which is kind of odd, but some pancakes, smoothie here. And again, if I didn't like one of these things, so I was like, I don't really like these home fries, just regenerate that. And maybe, okay, cool, grapefruit's in there, don't like grapefruit. Okay, apple and pancakes, more my style, still within my macros. Okay, so very, very simple to use this. I don't think I really want to get into anything else right now, but there is a lot more you can do with this website if you go in and play with it. But just want to kind of introduce it to some of my new clients of this is probably the best feature you can have. There's things you can do here with like your budget and your meal type, and if you don't like dairy, you don't like gluten, you can make it more specific to you if you play around with some of these settings, right? But as a general tool to just build a meal plan for you, it's very, very cool. Regenerates new ideas. You can even do this if you want just a handful of recipes. Maybe you don't even want an entire meal plan, but you just want a different breakfast. You go in here and just look at like breakfast options to kind of fit into your overall day. Maybe you don't even use the lunch, dinner, snack. Okay, so that's kind of my resource to share with you guys, and hopefully it was helpful. Thank you.